nation are we becoming? Because when we study history, we see that the past is not behind us. It lives with us. It breathes in every law passed, every injustice, every silence. Our institutions are being tested, our rights stripped, and our voices silenced. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And yet, here we are again, fighting voter suppression, fighting for reproductive rights, immigrant rights, human rights, LGBTQ+ rights, and the basic dignity of truth in government. When we look at how history repeats itself, it's not by accident, it's by design. Oppression is not new. It just puts on new clothes and walks with new names. The difference is we now see it, we now name it, and we refuse to stay silent. We're living in a moment where the American promise feels uncertain. It is uncertain. But we must remember, revolutions don't happen overnight. Sometimes they look like a ballot and how we can change it. They look like boycotting corporations and businesses that don't align with our human values, and supporting local businesses and shops that do, our neighbors. They look like classroom conversations, holding space for a fountain of education, opening a realm of knowledge, or a brave soul standing up for what they believe in. As a young girl growing up, I have always felt that America can be more than what it has been. I have learned that patriotism is not blind loyalty, but active love. And that true love for this country means demanding better from it. Because the revolution never ended, it just evolved. So today, this 4th of July, we make sure the celebrations include all of us. Let's make this a safe space for everyone. As we rise against executive overreach and in support of the Constitution. And remember, we keep us safe. Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Thank you guys for coming out. Remember, avoid counter-protesters. Stay on your side. Do not engage. We keep us safe. Ignore them. They want us to give them a reaction. We will not. We will not. And now I give the mic to Carlos, our MC. Well, while we wait, what do we want? Justice! When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Carlos. Woo! Make some noise for yourself, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. When your family and friends tell you that you guys are not celebrating your country and that this country, has so many people that died for its freedom, tell them you are. Tell them that you are celebrating your country and the people who have died for its freedom, what it's actually standing for and the freedom that they are stripping from us. Carlos, I would love to yield the time to you. Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
Woo!
Before I begin my speech, I just want to say a few words. First, anybody who's Latino, I want to hear from my Latino brothers and sisters. Okay, so I'm going to start by addressing my fellow Latinos in Spanish for a minute to say buenas tardes. Yo crecí en la República Dominicana bajo la sombra de Joaquín Balaguer. En mi país, el silencio era tradición, la corrupción era la ley y el miedo vestía de uniforme. Yo crecí en un país, como nos dijo el gran poeta dominicano Pedro Mir, sencillamente triste y oprimido, sencillamente agreste y despoblado. Sé que todos los que estamos aquí conocemos bien la tiranía. Vino a nuestra vida con nombres como Castro, Trujillo, Pinochet y Perón. Todos venimos marcados por esa experiencia, por golpes que no salen en los libros, por el dolor y la desgracia que brinda la corrupción ilimitada, y por himnos nacionales que prometían justicia y entregaban desgracia. Y ahora estamos aquí, en esta tierra, a donde escapamos en búsqueda de nuestra libertad y encontramos que la tiranía nos ha perseguido. Y lo peor es que en vez de confrontarla con nosotros, muchos americanos nos utilizan para justificarla. Nos llaman cuando necesitan trabajo, pero nos culpan cuando exigimos dignidad. Nos quieren invisibles, callados, obedientes y eternamente agradecidos. Pero esa gente nos subestima porque somos latinos y llevamos nuestra dignidad a donde quiera que vamos. Hoy no venimos aquí a pedir respeto, venimos aquí a exigirlo. Hoy no le huimos a la tiranía, hoy la confrontamos. Gracias por estar aquí, señores. All right. Good afternoon, Miami. My name is Carlo Alvarez-Aranyos, and I'm the founder of American Opposition. Right now, as we stand here, we are not free. Voices are being silenced. Laws are being ignored. American citizens are being deported. In Florida and across this country, we are witnessing the rise of a new tyranny. Not cloaked in red coats, but wearing red hats. Not led by a foreign king, but by a domestic con man. The grievances that led to the Revolutionary War pale in comparison to what Donald Trump is trying to do to us right now. Yesterday, the Republican Party passed what Trump calls his big, beautiful bill. But there is nothing beautiful about it. It is a fundamental betrayal that destroys the social safety net for working families and eliminates food assistance, health care, and housing for millions. To give billionaires a tax break they didn't even ask for and they definitely don't need. This bill is everything the Republican Party has ever hoped to pass. Legislative cruelty, unlike anything we've ever seen before. And it's the latest reminder that Donald Trump is not a president. He is a tyrant. Because this isn't about economics. It's about power. It's about control. It's about perpetuating a system that made it so that 8 men own as much wealth as the bottom 4 billion people in humanity. Let me say that again. 8 human beings have as much wealth as the bottom 4 billion people on this planet. And as Trump rolls out his fascist agenda, the eyes of the world turn to Florida. This state has become the epicenter of this battle. As we speak, the first set of inmates are arriving at a concentration camp in the Everglades.
Stand up! Meanwhile,
I got it. Lawmakers are not being allowed to visit the camp because it's already flooded. They call it alligator Alcatraz, but I call it alligator Auschwitz. And I want to be clear, being in the United States without documentation isn't a crime. It's a civil offense. In its own rules, ICE claims that immigrant detention is not punitive because the people who have been put in these facilities have never been charged, tried, or convicted of a crime. Instead of getting treated humanely and being deported back to their home countries, the Trump administration is locking them up and sending them to countries they have never known. So it's important for all of us to remember that when the city of Miami extends its term by a year, that when we see concentration camps on our shores, we need to stand the fuck up, because nobody's gonna stop this but us. So I'm calling on everybody here and everybody listening everywhere in this country. Stand up with us. Let's fight for this country. It deserves a better defense than what the politicians are giving it. This is the home of the brave, the land of the free, and we need to stand up for it with our lives if necessary. Thank you so much for coming out.
Keep it away from him. Just put it back on the stage.
I'm trying to get it away because he walked right in the middle. He's birthing my chair right now.
He is?
Yeah, he took my chair underneath.
No, James grabbed it. He knocked it out of the way, but then James grabbed it.
You grabbed this, Maddie. Take me wherever you want to go. Can't believe this guy. Try to keep it on camera, like what's going on.
Go wherever you're going. Just stay close. I know you. I'm like, I'm gonna do that fucking job. Hit the cops.
I feel like we should take over and start having our own.
Do you want to get closer or stay here?
We can just follow him out, but then.
It's so fucking cold. It went from being so hot
Okay,
to
I think
so
we should.
cold
I think we
so
should come
fast.
back and have our. Continue. Daddy, grab the umbrella. Alright. I think we got him out.
Hold up, okay? Because if you want me to grab this umbrella, there we go.
I know he's just trying to get a rise on this. No, but you can't put your hands. Don't put your hands.
He's a content creator. That's all he is.
I just wish he would fucking leave. He's been at all. We got to play by the rules. They're not. That's how we beat them.
I just want to let you guys know that anybody who's watching, that was Enrique Tarrio. If you didn't know, the guy is literally, he's a tiny man. These days, he's literally a content creator. That's all he does. These people go, they're not tough, they're not big, burly men. He's a content creator who's trying to show up in a protest to make content for YouTube. So there you go. Proud boy Enrique Tarrio making his content creation at the protest here in Miami today. So we will be continuing very shortly. Thank you very much. I think my person's waterproof.
No, for real. No, my phone was in my pocket and I lifted it out of my pocket and saw that it was fucking soaked and I was like, I'm just gonna pop her right back into my pocket. I don't know how my camera is doing like wonders right now.
Anybody on the content, come to the front.
What'd she say? She said something content come to the front.
I think we should take back. I really think we should reclaim the stage. Don't you
do
guys
it.
think?
Let's
do
do
it.
Come, James, join us under the wall, under the security of. Oh my God. Damn. Okay, you gotta let me know a little bit where you're going.
Guys, step back!
Ignore him! Come on!
No hate! No hate!
Come on! Let's continue!
Sergeant Rhodes, bring him back. Let's go, bring him back. We do not give up this country to them. This is our fucking country. I fucking fought for this fucking country.
We don't have a protest! We don't have a protest! We don't know!
not your country, motherfucker.
Don't talk to him. Ignore him.
It's not your country.
Yep.
Hold on.
It's not your country.
Daddy, yes, please. Put it up.
Hey, everybody! Everybody! Please go home! Come on over here! Let's go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Donald Trump has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Donald Trump has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Donald Trump has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Donald Trump has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! epicenter of the motherfucking problem. This city council is taking permission from Donald Trump. And all of us who grew up in Latin America, we know what that means. So we need to stand up. We need to stand up because this country is better than Donald Trump. We got a mandate. This country is better than this country. They're gonna deport your friends. They're gonna deport your friends. And we are doing it. That's what we voted for. That's what we voted for. You didn't give a fuck when they put me in prison.
Donald Trump has got to go. 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 De-escalate. Ignore him. De-escalate. Donald Trump has got to go.
Donald Trump has got to go. Donald Trump has got to go. Donald Trump has got to go. Donald Trump has got to go. Donald Trump has got to go. Donald Trump has got to go.
Donald Trump has got to go.
No hate, no fear.
Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear.
Back on the stage. This is the 4th of July. We declare our independence from tyrants. Thank you very much. My name is Jessica Denson. I'm the founder of 14th Now and the Removal Coalition, which serves to amplify the direct demand of the protest and direct action space that we want this administration constitutionally removed from power now! Because it is the 4th of July, and because the Declaration of Independence rings so very true today, I think we should hear a few lines from the Declaration of Independence. What do you think? We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Thank you very much. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers, laying its formation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. We got a joker content creator here who is pardoned from prison. These tiny little men, Donald Trump, who doesn't have the balls to show up in his own election, sends these tiny little men who come out of prison and become content creators to try to disrupt peaceful protests. What a pathetic thing. What a pathetic thing.
Cover her up, please. Cover her up.
What is all the
When you
grievances
say
of
the
this
Declaration
Declaration
of
of Independence, so
Independence,
many are relevant to what is happening right
14th
here
Amendment.
today.
Citizens of
He
this
has
country, not
refused
illegals,
talking about the
not
King of
criminals,
Britain. He
or
has
not
refused
criminals.
his assent to laws, the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states for that purpose obstructing the laws of naturalization of foreigners. Concentration camps, ICE migrant concentration camps in the United States of America.
Get off of her.
I didn't touch her. You're a real man. Don't touch her.
Back up! Why are you blocking his face?
That goes on camera. It's live. You didn't touch her. You didn't fucking touch her. So you'll be able to fucking help.
They will handle him. He's the one causing us inconveniences. Exactly.
One of the last grievances in the Declaration of Independence, he has incited domestic insurrections amongst us. You know this man, every single day he commits impeachable offenses, but he is not even qualified constitutionally to be in that office at all. Right.
I was working on the Trump campaign. I was working on the 2016 Trump campaign. I was brainwashed by the propaganda of Fox News that gets so many of the good Cuban people, the Venezuelan people, so many people here that flee oppression and dictatorship. I was brainwashed by that same propaganda that makes you think that Trump and his minions are fighting for freedom. What a sick lie they are perpetuating. Isidro Perez came here over 60 years ago fleeing oppression. And this man at 76 years old was detained into an ICE concentration camp where he then died. Is this what you want? Is this? No! He was the first. There was a Canadian man who died in Miami 2 weeks ago. A Haitian woman who died in ICE custody. When I was here in 2016, I was in an event with Donald Trump in Little Haiti. And I saw him talk to a group of small kids about 50 people. They were crying, they were pouring out their heart and soul to him. He stood there stoic, he didn't have any emotion, and yet the Haitian community fully trusted him. Over 20% of Haitians, which is a dependable voting bloc for Democrats, voted for Trump in 2016, very likely putting him over the edge here in Florida. And then he goes and ends temporary protective status. He goes and calls them their country a shithole country. He goes and accuses them of eating cats and dogs. This is what supporting Donald Trump gets for you. That's what you get in return for supporting Donald Trump. Wake up, people. Have some independence in your heart. Have some self-respect. Take back your life. Stand up for freedom.
Don't let her be infringed. I'm here for the press. Hold her hand.
So everybody, I want to thank you so much. We're having a pretty amazing Independence Day. All go to removalcoalition.org. 5051 Miami was one of the first partners to come on board with us and join us in this mission in elevating the demand that Donald Trump be removed from office. Yes, we got to change this narrative. Impeachment might have failed me 2 times, but I've heard third time's the charm, people. We can't throw our hands up because he's throwing so much shit at the fan every day that we just say, oh well, there's nothing we can do about it. What the? Excuse me? The fascist dictatorship take over this country and not use the constitutional means. We have to remove him. Not on my watch. Not on your watch. Hell no! Thank you so much, Miami. Again, I'm Jessica Denson. God bless you. God bless America!
Do not engage. Continue what we're doing. It's irrelevant to us, and we keep impeach Trump. 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 Impeach Trump.
join, sign up as a member. Also, we keep super chats and donations.
Ok. Yo tengo un gran placer de introducir a una hermana dominicana. Y para mí eso es grande, porque yo vivo en Colorado y yo no he visto un dominicano en mucho tiempo. Hola, mi hermana. Entonces aquí le entrego el micrófono, por favor escúchenla. Mira, fuera de todo esto, lo que está pasando aquí, hay que tener un poco de dignidad. Y tenemos que hablarnos uno al otro como humanos. Y tenemos que buscar resolver nuestros problemas con respeto y fundamento. Pero yo quiero aquí cederle el micrófono a alguien que sabe lo que es ser latino en los Estados Unidos. Aquí.
Hello, Miami! Okay, so this is what democracy looks like, right? We have a process going on because there's real problems in the United States. Our democracy is at risk, and we have somebody a counter protester right in our freaking faces. Okay? There's no decency to that. This is not democracy looks like. He should be on his own side, getting his own space. We lobbied for this, we organized it, we put it in social media for us to come out here and exercise our rights, okay? For him to be taking advantage, okay, of what we're doing and we're talking about here. That is not unfair. If he wants the media, he should be doing it on his own time, all right? My name is Marisol Zenteno, and I'm president of the League of Women Voters on Miami-Dade. Okay? The League of Women Voters is a nonpartisan organization that started over 100 years ago. Okay? It started because the women didn't have the right to vote. And this is what's at stake right now also. This is how democracy is protected, by us being able to vote, by us being elected, able to elect the representatives, because your vote is your voice and it's your future. Say it with me. Your voice, your voice, your future. Your voice, your voice, your future. Your voice, your voice, your future. Because that's how things change. And this is what's happening over here. We have elected officials that are not representatives, that they're cutting our freedoms, that they're infringing on democracy, and we're not gonna stand for that. We need to be able to go to the polling stations and vote right here in the city of Miami, where we are at. They pretty much took your right to vote. 3 commissioners decided to switch elections to 2026, okay? We need to be able to have better representation. There was a whole day of people. We want people to be able to vote in elections, and it's okay to change it to even years of participation, but it should be to the voters. The voters are the ones that need to decide, not the elected officials that are not listening to the constituents. So we have to translate this energy into movement, into organization. If you're not registered to vote, you need to register to vote. You need to bring your family, you need to bring your friends, because there's a lot at stake over here. Please get ready. We have people from event. So if you can, if you live in the city of Miami, please sign the petition. Get ready to vote, because you know what? Your voice is your future, and 2026 is around the corner. You know? People are really pissed because democracy is at stake, our benefits are at stake. The big beautiful bill has all kinds of bad things for it that are not going to benefit our community. Okay? From Medicaid to SNAP, and you know what? It's going to affect the lower class. It's going to affect the working class that doesn't have enough money, because they have a whole lot of tax breaks, but it's for the higher earners. And people need to know this, and people in our community voted in favor of that. We need to remember that. We need to exercise the right, and we need to remember, don't forget, please remember, your voice, your vote, your future. 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 Thank you, everybody, and keep on going.
Thank you very, very much. And that's exactly right. We are here to fight for ourselves because nobody else is going to fight for us. And we're living in an attention economy where people think that doing anything to get attention is more important than doing the right thing. And what we need to remember is that we're humans first, that we're responsible for each other, and that the spirit of self-government means that we have to participate. It's our vote, it's our voice, it's our country. And if we don't stand up for it, we are going to lose it. And those of us who came here trying to find a better life don't want to have that chase us across an ocean. So I'm asking everybody here to please stand the fuck up. Remember that this country is worth fighting for. Remember the sacrifices that were made in World War II and across all of history to protect this experiment in self-government. This is the most powerful nation on earth. What we do here implicates everybody around the world. Donald Trump's cuts are killing millions of people. Millions of people. And we say that he's a Nazi. People say, well, where's the body count? An estimate from the New York Times says that his cuts in foreign aid alone are going to cost us 3 million lives a year. In 4 years, that's 12 million people that could die just because we refused to extend a helping hand. And guess what? What that does for our national security, it makes people hate us all over the world. Yep. Because we enable evil to rise everywhere, because we set the example. So if you're worried about Gaza, if you're worried about it, what's happening in Africa, if you're worried about what's happening with the rise of China, you need to worry about what's happening here. Because if this world doesn't have the American example, then where the hell is it gonna go? Now, I grew up in tyranny. I grew up in it. And we're so spoiled that we think our government is broken. Trust me, this government works. Compared to where I came from, this government works great. And we should stop being spoiled and stop complaining about everything and stand the fuck up and do something about it. I am so tired of excuses. I am so tired of laziness. I am so tired of us whining and complaining all the time like we're such precious flowers. We're fucking Americans.
Fuck yes.
We can do whatever the fuck we want. We put a man on the fucking moon. So stand the fuck up for this fucking country, for the kids that are here that need a better future. Because this is not a fucking joke. It is not a joke. So please start behaving responsibly. Please reach out to your friends and neighbors. I know that being Cuban and being Republican is identity. I get that. But right now, Donald Trump is becoming Fidel. And we're allowing it to happen here. So stand the fuck up before it's too late. I need you, we need you, we need each other. So please, please, for the love of God, Don't let this place become like the place I escaped. Thank you very much, guys.
Have you never been so alive on Independence Day? Our country does work because of the leadership we see right here in this plaza and the Torch of Friendship. The people who want to tear us down and silence our patriotic voices will not prevail. We will prevail. Freedom will prevail, and freedom will reign. It's because we will not put up with what's going on in Washington, D.C. or the complicit cowards in the state government in Tallahassee. No! And let's bring it on back home. Let's bring it back home to these steps. Let's bring it back home to this city council. Let's bring it back home to the county commission. We do not want more people dragged out of meetings for asking questions with good faith. We do not want a pay-to-play environment deciding where we build, where we encroach, and where we destroy people's lives. No, we want people-powered politics, not money-driven politics, as we see right here in Miami-Dade County. That's all related. That's all related to the hateful stuff we saw here with the interruptions. It's all related to the hateful, bigoted, and extremist big betrayal of a bill. And it's all related to the establishment of alligator Alcatraz, which is an abomination environmentally, it's an abomination civil rights-wise, and guess what? They cannot be trusted to safeguard people. We've had too many people die in federal custody later. Let us enforce the laws. Let us get rational immigration. Let us stop illegal border crossings, and let's protect human rights and human dignity. So I'm calling on the city council to stop and think about who's in charge. If the people are in charge, if you're going to be moving the election dates, ask the people. I want the county commission to hear this clear. Do not take money from places and people to whom you owe a vote. Demonstrate you are independent thinkers about how we develop this county, especially in the Redlands, especially in Homestead, and especially as it encroaches on the Everglades. Why? The Everglades are important to our economy. The Everglades are important to our very existence for drinking clean water. And let us make sure that we are ready to vote. We have over here a table full of people who are ready to help you become ready. I think everybody here is probably ready to vote. I think everybody here knows 5 neighbors who are not ready to vote. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming out here. You're showing the leadership. Leadership is infectious. Bravery is infectious. And you've got it. Let's go spread it. Thank you. Phil Ehr, running for Congress here. Non-partisan event. I am a veteran, just like my brother in arms. All right, you heard it. He's not here for that. He's there for America. He's here for our community.
Thank you. Thank you
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sergeant Rhodes. I don't do speeches, but I have some shit to say because I'm pissed the fuck off. The bill happened. We're going to let people take care of that are better qualified than me. I'm not going to discuss that. I'm going to discuss the unconstitutional actions being committed by this government. I swore an oath to serve the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Right now, we have a domestic enemy.
Yes!
That's Donald Trump. And it's not just him, and his corrupt cabinet of white supremacists trying to force
their beliefs down your throats. They can believe what they want. This is America. I can't control that. But they don't get the right to tell us what religion we must be, what language we must speak. They don't get the right to control who walks down our streets based off the color of their skin.
No!
In the Marines, everyone was green. You might be dark green, you might be light green. Yes, sorry guys. But you're green. You would die for your brother. You would save his life, put yours on the line. I'm sorry I'm a little riled up right now. When I see jokers trying to pull the crap that they were pulling, they don't even understand I'm fighting for their rights too. And they don't even understand it. Because if they take away people's rights, they're going to take away the next people's rights. Whether you're brown, black, Muslim, whether you own guns, because if they take away my right to speak out because I'm speaking out against him, they will take away your right to own that gun when they decide that you're a danger to them. And that will happen. Look at every single fascist regime. It happens. So how do we honor that oath? We win our democracy back the way we are doing it. We continue to stand up. Who here brought someone with them today? Raise your hand. Tomorrow or the next time you go to a protest and that needs to be sued, I need you to bring 2 more people than you brought today. And the next time 2 more. You guys are here in a pouring rain because you care about this country.
Yes.
And we need our neighbors to care as well.
Yes.
They're not caring right now.
No.
It's not hurting them. He chickened out on the tariffs. He chickened out, so they're paying an extra $5 or $10 at the grocery store. It doesn't hurt them. But one of these days, someone they love is going to get kidnapped off the streets. I'm white, in case you guys didn't notice. I'm an old white man, a veteran. I could just stay silent and get by. And it's sad that we all know that that's the fucking truth. But I'm not going to sit by. I'm not going to stay silent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because injustice against one is injustice against all. Impeach, remove, convict. Impeach, remove, convict. Impeach, remove, convict. We can't just show up to these things and talk. We have to keep showing up. We have to keep the pressure on Congress. We have to take and elect people that will fight for us if they are unwilling to fight for us in the office that they currently hold.
Get them out.
Vote them out.
I'm sick of this. I shouldn't be here.
You're traitors.
You guys don't need to be here. You should be celebrating this country. But we're here because we as a community love each other. You can see it when we had the clown posse show up. When we surrounded the speakers and locked arms, saying you're not going to interrupt our right to speak out.
That's right.
He can go speak out. He's not going to get in on our jam. Like I said, I'm not a public speaker, guys. But I'm pissed off and I'm going to keep trying to get veterans to stand up with us.
Yes.
Because if there's one thing that I want you guys to walk away with today, from what I'm saying, is that if you know someone who served, you need to have a serious talk with them and ask them why they're still on the sidelines.
Yes.
If they're saying that they're for secure borders, wow, so am I. If they're worried about their guns, hey, I don't believe that we have a right to take away gun ownership. There's a difference between responsible gun ownership. Ask them, have the hard conversations with them. Veterans are the key. They're a big piece of this puzzle. We need more veterans standing up and running for office because you understand what it means to serve your country and to dedicate your life to that service and to the people that you never fucking met. And you love them anyway. Have that talk to your veteran friends. Bring them to a protest. Let them listen to what we're saying. Because you know the right, they have done a really good job of telling veterans they're awesome.
They don't care about veterans.
But they don't care about us. So I'm going to finish up here, leave you with one last thing. I will not sit down, I will not remain silent until this motherfucker's impeached.
So hi everyone, my name is Luna. I am a student. I go to University of Miami. I'm going to be a senior. Okay, microphone. And so I'm here with Florida Student Power Network. We do work around immigration justice, climate, education, democracy, and healing justice. So I was just speaking to one of our representatives, Dotie Joseph, and so for me, I'm Cuban, Puerto Rican, and Vietnamese. My grandparents immigrated here on my mom's side. And so a lot of us here who are not, all of us pretty much, who are not indigenous to this land, every one of us comes from people who have immigrated here. And our enemy is not the one that is knocking at our borders, it's the one that's keeping them. And the least that we can do as a community is welcome them with open arms, provide shelter, water, food, and also build loving, prosperous communities where we all have a right to a dignified existence. Because our government has allowed for far too long for these families to suffer. This isn't just something that just started this year, it didn't start when Trump came in. This country has been deporting people who belong here for a very long time. Indigenous people as well. So every one of us should always be asking ourselves daily why we're not providing a safe place for these human beings to stay, instead of asking meaningless questions about like the economy. We have to allow ourselves to be moved by what's right and what's necessary to decrease the suffering of our people. Because at the end of the day, we do not survive through individualism. We survive through our neighbors and our communities helping each other and sharing what we've got, mutual aid, and sharing and creating that infrastructure to take care of one another, ultimately. So feel free to check out my organization because youth are the future. I see a lot of people here. Thank you. To our elders who are here, thank you. To what do they call you? Boomers? Whatever. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. It's needed. I wish. But thank you for being here. It's needed. But remember, like, you know, once you're gone, I'll be here. My kids will be here. We have to live with the consequences. So, you know, take care of your youth. Share the resources that we have here today with them and push them to be, you know, the best community members that they can be, because, you know, there's a lot going on right now, but at the end of the day, like, youth, we're the 7th generation. That's what I was told. We're the 7th generation and we're going to be the ones that change things. So, thank you.
She called me a loon. So, one of the things that we see a lot of at these protests are candidates who are running for office, because it's easy to meet people en masse. But one of the things that we rarely see are people who are already in office. Our elected officials so often forget who put them there and who they work for. This week, Camila Ramos was dragged out of County Hall, paid for by our tax dollars, for asking a question about the process. Enrique Tarrio showed up here today, and he was not dragged away. We set an example for our elected officials today. I want to thank Representative Dotie Joseph for being here with us. Amane?
Good afternoon. Buenos dias. Bonjour. I am Dotie Joseph, and I have the honor and privilege of representing Florida House District 108 entirely in my state county. Come on up, Jessica. So, I want us to just take a moment. Okay, I turned off the mic. Take two, okay. I want to just take a moment. And I want us to just take in this moment. We're here on the 4th of July. Yes. And our country is at a crossroads. Our country is at a crossroads. It can go one of two very different ways. Before I get into that part, let's get a little engagement, right? Can we get some engagement? Y'all ready? Yeah. Let's see if you know some chants. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. La pueblo unido. All right. Otra vez.
Mi padre es de Ecuador, pero tenía que aprender español en la escuela. Así que a veces me da vergüenza hablar español, lo siento.
All right. Miami-Dade County is made up primarily of immigrants. Yes. The largest immigrant group in this state are who? Cubans. The second largest are who? Haitians. And then everybody else. Seriously. And we're at a point right now where we're trying to figure out what we need to do. Our communities are under attack. We're seeing what is happening with the judicial court system. We're seeing what is happening with Congress. We are seeing what is happening with the executive branch at every level of government. And when I tell you our democratic system is under attack, you see it. That's why you're here. The question is, what are we going to do about it in this moment? This is the time that we need to decide which way we're going to go on that crossroads. A lot of us came to this country because we were fleeing a dictatorship. We were fleeing political oppression. We were fleeing the things that brought us here that we celebrate normally on Independence Day. Meanwhile, we have a Congress that has squarely chosen not to side with the people and to side with billionaires. And who's left holding the bag? We are. We just exponentially expanded this country's deficit. Who's going to pay for that? When people are suffering because they can't get the medical care they need, who's going to pay for that? It's not going to be the person who's going to call up their plane to fly them to see a specialist at some random other country. They don't feel that pain. Who's going to feel that pain? I was asked to talk about TPS. For those who don't know, there's been a lot going on with TPS, from taking it away from Venezuelans, taking it away from Haitians. Now that's back on the table because the judge just ruled this week that the Trump administration didn't do it the right way.
So we're back at the other day. That's a victory. We can celebrate it. We know they're going to challenge it. But in the meantime, I want you to understand that this was never about undocumented immigrants. It was never about criminals. It was never about any of the things that they tried to make you believe it was about, because it was always about Black and brown people, racism, and xenophobia. That's all it's about. Now, before I continue, I don't know if you want to say that.
Pues lo que quiere hacer los dictadores siempre es dividir y conquer. ¿Cómo decimos conquer? Conquerar. Lo siento, hoy mi español es horrible. Pero por supuesto, escapamos, tanta gente en esta comunidad escaparon dictadores para encontrar libertad en este país. Y creemos que gente como Trump y los republicanos están ofreciendo libertad. Creemos ¿Creen que Donald Trump es un representante del cristianismo? ¿De cristianismo? Give me a break. Sabemos Dios mejor que saber que Trump le representa, ¿no? Pues tenemos que reclamar lo que significa la libertad en este país y cómo vamos a luchar por ella en este momento. Tenemos que hacerlo ahora mismo. Como está diciendo, este es el momento. Lo vamos a perder si no lo usamos ahora.
I want to talk to three groups of people right now. First, I'm going to talk to the immigrant community that's under attack. Then, I want to talk to some other minority communities that don't feel like they're under attack yet. And then I'm going to talk to everybody else, okay? So, first from my immigrant community. Know that you matter, and we will make it through this together. Yeah. We will make it through it together. However it happens, whatever comes, we will make it through it together. What we cannot afford to do right now is to try to throw each other under the bus. And people are doing it already, and we know why that is. We have lots of folks in our communities who have either been brainwashed, accepted the internalized racism, think they're close to whiteness so that it's not going to affect them. People who voted a particular way who are now being deported. People from Cuba, people from Venezuela, people from all kinds of countries who are being deported, and they're surprised. I hope you see it. I hope you understand what's going on. Just because you voted a particular way doesn't make you safe. It just means you voted in a way that helped get you to where you are. I'm going to talk to folks who don't understand what's going on with the attacks on the 14th Amendment right now. There's been a lot of court decisions addressing birthright citizenship, which has not been addressed on the merits, right? Procedurally, they are trying to tie the hands of the courts, because that's where they're getting a little pushback for now. And I need you to understand, I'm gonna just talk to the Black people right now. Any attack on the 14th Amendment is an attack to your equality in this country. That's the whole point of the 14th Amendment. So if you don't think it applies to you, I'm here to let you know it does. Now for everybody else. Anytime your rights are violated, anytime somebody else's rights are violated and we don't stand up, guess who's next? Guess who's next? They pick off whoever they think is the most vulnerable. They go after them. If they can get it, they continue. That's how it works. If you haven't read on Tyranny, I recommend you check it out. We're there. So, there's some things I will say publicly and there's some things I will not. But it's time for us to man up, for us to woman up, and decide that we're gonna keep this country. The American democracy is this. cavalry. We are the cavalry. So how do you protect each other? How do we protect us? We have lots of examples, but now's the time to figure out what you bring to the table. Everybody has a role to play. There's no one leader, there's no one person we need to look to. In your network, what do you need to do in this moment in time? Tap in, you'll know what it is. What gifts do you bring to the table? Now is the time to step up with it. We need you now. Another book I'm going to recommend are Octavia Butler's Parable of the Sower and Parable of the Talents. Check it out. Written in the 1990s, they talk about a president whose slogan was Make America Great Again. Talked about wildfires in LA in 2025, written in the 1990s. Check it out. If you don't know about Fred Hampton, check him out. I'm just dropping some things for you to pay attention to what's going on. South Korea just recently went through a similar situation. Check out what they did. Check it out. Lots of lessons. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to engage? Let's go.
Thank you guys so much. You know, she referenced On Tyranny from Timothy Snyder. And one of the chapters of that book that's not cited nearly enough is the motto for my show, Lights On. And the chapter of that book is Stand Out. Stand out. It talks about how when you're the first person to go and do something, it may seem uncomfortable, you may be going against the current, but once you take that stand, you're modeling to others what is acceptable, and they will start to follow. You know how many people in Congress right now, for God's sakes, are afraid to stand out? Where is their leadership? Where is their representation of we the people? You know, over 50%, 52% of this country, across party lines, is in favor of impeachment and removal. 52%. You know that includes 20% of Republicans? 20% of Republicans, and Congress right now tells us we have to wait till the midterms? Are you kidding me? We're gonna let this guy set up concentration camps on a daily basis and we're gonna wait till the midterms? No! Are you crazy? So we are here, each one of you, like so many of the speakers have said, like Eric said, I love the horns. Don't you guys love the horns? We're here modeling behavior. Now, I have some family who sometimes worries about me traveling all over the country doing this stuff. And by the way, we were sitting at breakfast today, laughing at ourselves, the organizers here, laughing at ourselves like, we do this all for free. You guys aren't paid, we're not paid, there's no paid protesters here. We are here because we refuse to stand down in this moment. We refuse to be silent. We're modeling behavior. We're showing what needs to be done to stand up for our country. And we're not going anywhere, thank you very much. So listen, we gotta get a lot louder. Like Rep. Joseph was saying, there is a finite period of time. Anybody who has studied fascist takeovers, authoritarian takeovers will tell you that you have a very, very small window to act. Very small. And if we lose that window, the time it is going to take to regain the losses, to undo the damage, is so extreme. We can't afford it. Our children can't afford it. Our future can't afford it. We can't afford it right now, for God's sakes. So we need to put pressure on our elected officials. Call Congress every single day. Let me tell you the number for the switchboard if you don't know it. Commit it to memory: 202-224-3121, 202-224-3121. Look up the zip code of the reps that you want to target if they're not in your district and just ask to be transferred. Put those phone lines on fire. Like I always say, peacefully but relentlessly hound these people. They are in their seats for us. Yes. Okay, they're not on some kind of joyride until the next election. They're there to do a job.
Put it on auto dial.
Auto dial. Put it on auto dial. So we need to be very, very focused. Every time you show up to a protest, increase the numbers, like Sergeant Rhodes was saying. Bring your signs, impeach and remove. That's my explicit goal. I'm so friggin' transparent about my mission. I hide nothing. I want every single protest to be messaged at removal. I want this narrative to be so explicit that the media cannot continue to treat every day of the Trump administration like just another day in American politics. We need to have every person in this country talking about how to get Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, Mike Johnson, and this entire incompetent, criminal, corrupt, illegal administration out of power. And it's the 4th of July, and we are celebrating our independence, celebrating a constitution that empowers nobody but us to do that. So I'll leave you with this. It's got to be one of my favorite quotes, and so appropriate for what we're living through right now. Abraham Lincoln, he said, "The people of these United States are the rightful masters of both the Congress and the courts. Not to overthrow the Constitution, but to overthrow the men who pervert the Constitution." So thank you guys all so much again. I want to look for Marisol. Do we have Marisol ready to come up and speak?
Always.
Yeah.
Just like Jessica was saying, none of this is regular business. This is not normal. Come on, people. This is not normal.
This is not normal. This is not normal.
For real, when have you heard of all the issues that we're having? We can't catch a break. We need to put a stop to this. We need to show it at the poll. We need to come out and protest because that's how our voices are heard. We need to call the Congress. We need to call our commissioners. We need to write letters. We need to show up so they see that we're angry, that we're not okay with what's happening, that we're not okay with them giving themselves breaks and not listening to their constituents who got them elected. Okay? Their style, everything they have is because we put them there. Because we voted whichever way we voted. And now we're paying the consequences. And that's okay. But the way we put them on, we can take them down.
Yes!
We can vote them out. Come on, vote them out.
Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out.
And just remember, City of Miami has elections in November. Miami Beach has elections. And these local elections matter.
Yes!
People are formed from these little community elected officials. They start up and they keep growing. Look where they're at. Because we keep voting for them. We need to vote for people that represent us. People that represent our values and our morals.
Yes.
Okay? We are forgetting that. This is not normal and this is not right. We need to exercise our right to vote and get out and make some noise. We need to let them know we're not okay. We're not okay with what's happening. Okay? So, next protest, even more people. Invite your abuelas, invite your cousins, los primos, los vecinos. Todo el mundo que vengan a protestar. Okay? Porque aquí nos están dañando a todos. Okay? No solamente a los haitianos, no los venezolanos, no son los cubanos. Somos todos de una manera u otra. Okay? It's all of us that they are hitting us between the bill, between the policies that they're making, damaging the Everglades, that is our bread and butter, the water that we breathe. Come on. Right? The inhumanity of alligator Alcatraz. Just to make a point? Come on, there's reports that there's enough spaces in the regular jail that there was no reason to be building out there. We need to stand up, we need to make our voices heard, and exercise the right to vote. Get ready, let's do it! Vote them out! 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 And keep it going, please! Okay, I think people wanted to ring the bell. Where's the bell? Okay, one at a time. Come ring the bell for freedom. Come on, people. Yes. Yes. Come on. What are you ringing it for? For freedom. What are you ringing the bell for? Yes. Let it be heard that we are mobilizing. We are staying engaged. We are getting ready to vote. We are doing what's right for us and our families. Keep it up, people. Bring your family. Bring your friends. Yay! All right. We're gonna sing a little song. It's gonna go like this. Whose side are you on, good people? Whose side are you on? We're on the freedom side, okay? Ready? Whose side are you on, good people? Whose side are you on? We're on the freedom side. Whose side are you on, good people? Whose side are you on? The freedom side. Whose side are you on, good people? Whose side are you on? Good people. Whose side are you on, good people? Whose side are you on? We're on the freedom side. Whose side are you on, good people? Whose side are you on? We're on the freedom side. Whose side are you on, good people? Whose side are you on? We're on the freedom side. See, that's it. All right, who's on deck next? We're good? Up, come on up.
Hi everybody. I'm not a politician, and I'm not a sort of any organization or anything like that. I'm just a regular guy. I work a 9 to 5. I drive in US1 traffic every day. I live in home. I live in Homestead. I have a house, 2 dogs, a wife. You know, like all of us. You know, not everybody's a politician or has an organization or anything like that. But I came to Florida in 2007. I was 6. So I've been living here basically my whole life. And I remember when there weren't so many houses and there weren't so many buildings and stores. Sorry, my mouth is dry. But in the past 10 years, we keep growing and growing and growing. And I know we're supposed to be focusing on the country, but we should also focus on our homes too. As we can see, Alcatraz is opening, but it shows how this could have gone to the homeless people that walk around US1 every day in the sun. It could have gone to the education down in Florida City. And it's crazy too, because as I said, I drive US1, but on the west side, terrible neighborhoods, poor people, black, brown. And if you go to the east, 5 minutes, the richest people you ever met. That's crazy. I'm sorry, but like, where's our money going to this? I'm paying taxpayer money. Once again, I'm a regular person who works at 9 to 5. My streets still have potholes. I live on 112th Street, Delaware in Florida, and there's a sidewalk for kids to walk to school, but it ends. So they have to walk to the street to school. But if you look at Old Cutler, there's a tree almost every 10 feet. So what I'm trying to say is, if we have the money for Alcatraz, why don't we have the money for us? And I know also we should be focusing on the US government, because that affects us too, because I think it's crazy how much will the bill pass, how much is going to ICE, and you know, shutting down on illegal immigrants. But you know, Miami was also built on immigrants. I think everybody here is from somewhere. My grandparents came here in the 1960s. They told me how everything was affordable and everything like that. And now in Miami, I mean, have you guys been to Publix? I don't even shop there anymore. I just go to Walmart. But it sucks, you know, us regular people having to suffer because of politicians. I mean, look behind you. Look at how tall these apartments are. And guess how much the rent is? I don't know, I can't afford it. But it's just crazy how Miami's becoming something that's unattainable. You know, we're one of like, what, top 3 cities to not be able to live in. But all I'm just saying is we should also support ourselves, local government, and we should really start looking out for one another, small businesses, you know, making sure brown and black people have the right education to a white person and a wood cutler, being able to donate. Before I say something, me and my wife talked about last night how I was saying I was going to a protest, and she said, what's the point? We're not going to make a change. And I said, I get it, because it's true. I mean, did you see how many people voted for the big bill? But the part is that we're here. A majority of us stood in the rain to stand and listen and to protest. And if you can't protest, donate. And if you can't donate, educate yourself. There's so much, you know, things to know and everything like that, but, you know, it's good to see at least some people protesting for what's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to say something. I'm not a public speaker either. I'm just a regular guy. I want to thank our veterans for being here. I want to thank our representatives for being here. I want to thank all of you for being here. You know, I've lived in Miami my entire life. I work in this food service industry. I'm a server. You know, last year I lost a really good paying job and I lost my health insurance. I can barely afford my rent. I can barely afford groceries. So we're all in the same struggle. I stand with my black brothers and sisters and my Latino brothers and sisters. We're all the same, you know, and we're all under attack. If one of us is under attack, we're all under attack. We are living under a fascist dictatorship. And that's the reality of our day-to-day lives, and it sucks to have to, you know, I was supposed to work tonight, but I got the night off. I actually missed the last 2 protests because I was working, because I gotta make money, but I really wanted to be here today and celebrate 4th of July with all of you beautiful people. And, you know, if it weren't for these right-wing extremist fascists fucking everything up, I would probably either be at work or at home minding my own business, but I guess I gotta march in the streets again. It's not, you know, I actually went to Washington, D.C. the first time Trump was elected. You know, fuck Donald Trump, fuck ICE. You know, they're building a literal concentration camp in our backyard in the Everglades, which is so important to us down here in South Florida. I love the Everglades, and to see that they erected these beds that look just like Auschwitz. You know, it's hard, man. And you know, like I said, I lost my health insurance. I also, like 1 out of 3 Americans, I suffer from mental health disorders. You know, I can't even afford my medication. And you know, if it weren't for these Christian fascists, I'd probably just be at home smoking weed. But happy 4th of July. I love you guys. Keep up the good fight.
Thank you so much. Please come out the next time. We love you all. Get out and vote. Get ready to vote. If you're able to vote, do it. This is what matters. Your voice, your future. Thank you, everyone.
So thank you, everybody, for coming. If you want to volunteer, we have a table under the tree. And remember, protesting is not enough. It's a start. And one of the reasons that we're here today is to remind people 5 minutes away at City Hall, in Tallahassee, and in the White House, that if they don't do their job, we will remove them from office. We have those tools. So I want to thank Jessica Denson with the Removal Coalition, because just like protesting isn't enough, impeaching isn't enough. We need to impeach. And lock them up. Impeach, remove, and arrest. By the the way, where's Marisol? Does Enrique Tarrio have his voting rights, and can he go to the League of Women Voters to restore them? Because he's a felon, right? All right, I'll give him your number. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
All right, guys, thank you so much. We have water under the tree, shade. Please go check out the Florida Student Power Table with Luna. That's a great resource. We also have ways to get involved with mutual aid. There are QR codes scattered around the site with a volunteer QR code and a mutual aid sheet. There are also postcards to be written and filled for your representatives that we will be stamping and mailing also under the tree. Please go check that out as well. And yeah, one more thing.
So one of the things that we are doing, and I didn't mention it, there were so many people who didn't vote in November. And part of the reason why we're here is because they didn't think that they would make a difference. And they actually did. And now we're dealing with what we're dealing with. So if you want to help, get on the phones, canvass your neighborhood, come see me. I will give you a list. We will talk to voters. We will talk to your neighbors and make sure that people never stay home again, because we can't afford for this to happen again. Thank you.